dad, my uncle, grandfather, they all did various trades. So as a kid, I used to go to the job sites, learn about it. And then in my teenage years, I worked on those trucks, paint trucks, drywall trucks, sheetrock trucks. And so I learned various trades in home building at a high level, right? By the time I was 16, I was journeyman, if you will. And so when I got older, my wife and I, we bought our first house, which is a fixer-upper. We did most of the work. People came over to the open house and they're like, whoa, this is amazing. So she and I started kind of buying and flipping houses, doing most of the work. And then we decided, you know, let's throw our hand in the big leagues, and we bought some land in Brooklyn Park to build a pretty big house. The most substantial thing we had done to that point. It's like a 3,000 square foot Rambler. We built that, people saw it, loved it. And then it was just like one thing led to another. I had a friend who was a contractor. I worked under his license at first. And then my wife actually became a contractor as well, because we had the double minority status going, you know, black woman contractor. And so we just went boom, gangbusters, man. And we started building houses all over, all over Brooklyn Park.
I hit the floor the first time I saw my closet because I couldn't believe it. It was beautiful. It's absolutely what I only imagined it could be.
There's a great story, man. What happened is this was a bedroom. So when we were designing this house, right, one of her particular desires was to have a closet similar to one that we had in the house. And it was like the size of a bedroom.
You know, I always tell people, I say, this is the magical spot for me.
And so that was the whole thing about like custom homes. When you're doing truly custom, you can do things like, oh, we need a bedroom we need a closet that's the size of a bedroom. Really, every house that we did was very specific to the person's need.
I think the most memorable moment was walking in to see the foyer and the 8 feet doors and just the open space of the rooms.
I can't. 8 feet tall. Like, dig that. 8 foot high door. It takes a master trim carpenter to do this. I mean, because you have to mark out and everything has to be straight, right? And when it goes in, any mistake and you forget about it. You can't hide it, you can't mask it. But then when it's all done, it's like the contrast between the light wood and the dark railing. Because, you know, typically in most houses, it would just be like just regular balusters. They just go straight down. And this just adds so much visual interest.
This is like the best decision we ever made. I know when you come out here and you just see all the houses, there was nothing out here. Nothing.
Back then? Now, I mean, the neighborhood is full.
Yeah, it's full. He did ban me from coming in. He said, do not come in until I tell you to come in. And James was like, don't go in there because you keep trying to change stuff. You keep trying to change stuff. So I finally got banned. And then when I came in, it was everything I wanted and more. And he just added his flavor and took out some things. And I was just like, you know, I was just grateful. I was just grateful because it's hard for you to find someone that doesn't impose their vision. So we incorporated each other's vision, and you know, it gave us our dream house.
I built that house for a couple of friends of mine, Stefan and Cherie, and it's a great house, man. Huge theater room. And at that time, our niche was that we built for upwardly mobile young black folks who wanted houses that they couldn't really get in Minneapolis or Minnesota without spending a couple $1 million. So we mastered the art of doing more with less. And our focus was really about how do you get young folks who want all these luxurious things to buy into your brand. And so we took less money, less profit to build great houses, but then we became one of the hottest gigs in town because nobody could do what we did as well as we did it for the price that we did it for. And that was kind of our story.